Gurpreet, tell a little bit about how you ended up in Bakersfield. What brought you to town?
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm born and raised here in Bakersfield.
Uh-huh.
And then my family migrated here and they opened their own farming company that really boomed over, the past few decades.
Mm-hmm.
And I left the country. Lived in England for about 2.5 years
Mm-hmm.
and ended up coming back to Bakersfield. So, it's home, I feel like there's no other place better than Bakersfield, just for the fact that you always get the home feeling and, you always learn something new.
Tell me a little bit about Bakersfield. And you've born, raised there,
Mhm.
and it's your home. It's always been your home, except where you were over in the UK. And tell me a little bit about the culture in Bakersfield.
Sure. Okay. Well, obviously, for the past few decades, it has grown significantly, and is very, very diverse. The
Mm-hmm.
cultures here are very, very diverse. It's a very knit community. Everybody looks out for each other.
Do you have people that might come from other backgrounds, like African American or Latin American countries, where they feel welcome too? And do
Oh,
they have
100%.
communities and everybody's welcoming and such?
Yes, 100%. I will not single any religion or culture or any background at all. Is very, very diverse. Everybody will find a community that they feel comfortable here, and I
Yeah.
feel that's the same. Everybody will find somebody that they will feel comfortable with. And some age groups too. I mean, it just varies. Everybody will be able to find a community here that they will
Uh,
feel safe. And
every,
and one more thing I want to say, a lot of the different communities do really embrace their culture. So people dress in their culture and they really embrace it, and everybody does respect it. So I feel that's if anything, one of the most ideal reasonings of why anybody will feel comfortable in Bakersfield, because you can embrace yourself and no one's going to judge you, regardless of your background.
Great, got it. And what do people do? Like, what do people do on their free time? Maybe somebody who had a young family, or maybe somebody who was retired, or somebody in between. Like, what would people do in town that they could enjoy to do?
So it's called Wind Wolves, which is a preserve, and you
Mm-hmm.
can go hiking. And it's just right here within its home. It's right in Bakersfield. You can go hiking. You can go out for a picnic. You can spend time with your family. You can take your pets there. It's a very open and gives you that time away from the TV or the computers or the cell phones, and this allows you to have some family time. We have the Kern River, so people like to go out to the river. That's just a few miles away. If people are interested in entertainment, we have the breweries, the theaters, things of that nature here as well. Like if you're retired, we have very nice golf courses here. Like they're absolutely amazing. The country clubs here are amazing. Some sports activity like biking and running. There's a lot of communities they'll get together whatever time you want. There are people interested in physical activity, like taking care of your body, training, and there's a lot of fitness options here as well. Gyms, private gyms, things of that nature. They have quite a bit of selection here as well. So, and like if somebody wants to, I'm taking my kids, I want to go out to the beach today. It's just within 2 hours away. You can drive down. You can go through. I think go up through the mountains and the Grapevine is what we call it, and you can see all the and go through there to go right into LA and the beautiful beaches. I mean, LA is known for their beaches. California is known for their beaches, and everything is within. It's about 2 hours away, and 2 hours fly by. There is a preserve about 50 miles away from
Mm-hmm.
here, and that's actually a ski resort. Can't think of the name. We just went actually a couple of months ago, but we got there within an hour and a half. It was a whole ski resort. Absolutely, people that, I mean, from tubing to skiing, and they had everything out there. So 60 miles away from
Wow,
Bakersfield.
that's nothing.
We got there within the hour and a half. It was not far at all. Beautiful
So,
drive.
so it sounds like within an hour and a half, you could go whitewater rafting,
Mm-hmm.
skiing, mountain
Correct.
climbing,
Correct.
go to a farm and get fruit or pick fruit. You could run. It sounds like there's just a lot to do.
Mhm. And like I said, for entertainment, we have Paso, which is about an hour and a half. It's
Uh-huh.
wine country. It's like another Napa.
Uh-huh.
And you can get all the vineyards and and that's and it's a drive in a completely different direction. And that's not too far from the Highway 1, which is a scenic route within California. And it's not that, it's not too far away. And then that's just for a lovely night. I mean, lovely day out just to the vineyards and wine tasting. So they have that, it's all right. Everything's not too far. As I say, Bakersfield, the location is so ideal because it's not that far away. You can have your space, but
Hmm.
also if you want to get out, you can go out too.
How about housing? Do most people live in houses? Not like a city where it's mostly apartment buildings. Most people have houses, and is that fair to say?
That is fair to say. So here, a majority of people do own houses.
Hmm.
Is compared to apartments or complexes and condos, it's more housing, and this people are living in houses here.
Okay. And are houses expensive?
It's very, very affordable. Houses are very, very affordable here.
Hmm.
So, it's. I feel a lot of people are drawn to Bakersfield because of what a beautiful home you can buy for at a very lower rate if you were in a major city.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. Is there, it sounds like you've grown up there your whole life, and, you know, you have kids too. And what about the schools? Like for grade school or high school, what is that like? Tell me, are the classes really big or small or medium? And tell me what it was like to grow up and go to school in Bakersfield and how you found it.
Sure. So, through grade school, I went to public school,
Hmm.
and public school was great, and the classes were I feel about standard size, 25 kids max per
Hmm.
class.
Hmm.
So, I mean, what obviously the teacher, and the school, I mean, the curriculum was pretty standard that everybody in the children were able to rank at their own capabilities
Hmm.
without so that was really important to me. Then in high school, I went to private high school, and that was the standard. Obviously, was very optimal, very high level, and was yes. Go ahead.
Did they have AP courses when you were in high school?
Oh yes, 100%. Yes,
Okay.
at AP courses as well. Yes.
And when you were in high school, where did some of the kids that you went to high school with, where did they graduate and go to college? I know where did you go to college? I know you did your master's over in the UK. Where'd you go to
So I
college?
actually did my undergrad here at Cal State in Bakersfield. So I did my
Uh-huh.
undergrad in chemistry here.
So,
Yes.
so right, so Cal State has a branch right there.
Yes, yeah, we have a
Wow.
Cal State right here in Bakersfield. I mean, that has recognition for their nursing, for the agriculture, for their business administration. I mean, their business school here is very, very known, also within
Mhm.
the state as well.
Wow.
So
So it sounds like that's great. Like that's right in Bakersfield.
that's correct. Yeah,
Wow.
Cal
Wow.
State of
That's great.
Cal State University Bakersfield. Yep.
Wow. It sounds like you've had a wonderful life there, that your mom and dad built a wonderful life, that housing is affordable, that you have great people of all different backgrounds and education and races and religions, and people aren't just respectful, they really enjoy that camaraderie and that getting to know one another, that you have sports and great schools. It sounds like it's a great place to be. And thank you so much for spending time to talk with me
Sure.
and giving me the privilege to get to know you and your background. And it's such a privilege to get to talk to you and to spend, you could be spending time with your family, and you've given me some of that, and that's a gift.
No.
And thank you.
Yeah, and I really feel like, we have a work family as well. So we're all a family at work too. So it's likewise, it's a pleasure talking to you, Dr. Couch.